When Michael Murphy brought the Anglo-Celt Cup back to Donegal last July, it lifted the entire county. There were record turnouts at summer camps and comparisons were made with the glory days of '92. Down could do with a similar lift this year. Their last Ulster title was in '94, when Mickey Linden was Player of the Year and Sam returned to the Mourne County. Now Linden manages Newry Shamrocks in Division 2, and on a gloomy Friday night he spares a thought for players like Benny Coulter and a proud county without an Ulster for 18 long years.
Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable, really. But having said that, the introduction of the backdoor system has changed that in many regards. But I'd be absolutely delighted for Benny. He's been playing for the county for so many years, and to win an Ulster medal would be fantastic. The likes of Danny Hughes as well, who's been there for quite some time too. For me, it's still a stepping stone to where you want to be, but at the same time, for the fellas that haven't won an Ulster medal, it'll be a fantastic day for them.
Linden was a key figure in the last Ulster final meeting of Down and Donegal in 1991, when his early goal set the tone for a famous victory.
Great memories, obviously, I had played in an Ulster final before, but it was my first Ulster final win, and against a highly fancied Donegal team as it was at that time, and but Down played really well that day, and as you say, I scored a goal, but it was a brilliant ball from Greg Blaney. If you remember, he kicked it from about maybe 60-70 yards, and it hopped in, and I won it and rounded the keeper. But overall, it was a great day, and Cal pulled us into the All Ireland semi-final.
I'm just wondering, maybe did Down need to do the same thing again this time against another fancy Donegal team?
Yeah, I don't think it'll just be as open as the football we played back then, but Donegal are highly fancied, as you know. They're getting stronger and stronger, and looking at them against Tyrone, they're going to be a very hard team to break down.
As you say, it's definitely not an open game these days. What do you think, as a man who's very much part and aware of the Down tradition of the way of playing football?
Yeah, I wouldn't criticise managers for playing that way. At the end of the day, you have to play for your strengths, and obviously Donegal's strengths are to play that way. Traditionally, Down have always played a quick ball into the full forward line, and we'll probably have to do that and try and do that against Donegal on Sunday. But that might be easier said than done, because they seem to push up on the players that are coming out of the defence, and it's very hard to get that ball in first time to the full forward line. But I'd say still that will probably be Down's plan. But as you saw yourself, James has adopted a defensive structure as well there, and Down can defend as well.
Yeah, and I suppose Down have adapted to the modern game as well. They're not like the Down team of old, really.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's the way the game has gone. And if one team plays one or two sweepers, well, the team that's playing against them, if you don't play that system, you're going to be caught in the break every time. So you just have to go with that, with the teams you're playing against. But obviously, it's going to come down to probably whoever has maybe the best individuals and can produce that wee bit of class on the day. And we're hoping that the likes of Benny coming back, Dan Gordon coming back, that it'll strengthen our panel, and it'll make the fellas believe that they can win this Ulster final. I believe they can win it too.
Down will need that belief, and finishing like Linden in his prime, or even like this from Rostrevor corner forward Conor Fagan in scoring a hat-trick against Linden's current team. Make no mistake, there's talent and pride in the Mourne County, and no one better at upsetting the form book.
Well, everybody will fancy Donegal, and it's hard to bet against them, given the way they're playing and the strength of their panel and all. But, I think we were up against a tougher task against Cork a couple of years ago in the All-Ireland final, and we showed that day that we weren't too far away and could have won the game. This is a similar situation, I think. A lot of people, and I speak to a lot of people, around Newry from outside the county and that, and they really don't give Down much of a chance in this Ulster final, and that's the best way to begin into the game. But everybody's looking at Donegal and the way they're playing and the way they dealt with Tyrone, and Tyrone are still a formidable outfit, as you saw. So, in many respects, maybe the pressure will be on Donegal in that regard. They'll be that strong favourites, but I just think Down they have a good team. Okay, against Monaghan, in the first half we didn't look that strong, but we showed a lot of character and a lot of guts to come back that day. And I think when we started to run at defences and Mark Poland started to get things going around the centre half forward position with Ambrose driving through the middle, those are the guys that dug deep and got us back into that game. and I feel we'll maybe have to produce a similar performance to do it against Donegal.